Good people. What going on? This your boy After Boy J Media. I am 260 Bigs.
It's the one and only Coco.
And Adrian, Swaggerlicious Media. Hey, y'all.
Hey
Hey,
Adrian, how you doing, my friend?
How y'all doing? Y'all good?
good. Glad to be back.
I know. Yesterday we were all together.
I know, right?
Yeah. Let's hopefully everybody behave and like they got some
Always.
sense and
Or
things of that nature. We don't, you
I
know, we
mean,
don't, you know,
I
we don't
want to just
want
make sure you plan on staying on the show today.
all I can guarantee is one thing. All I can guarantee is one motherfucking thing. If y'all act
Okay,
an
that you stay
ass,
out your feelings.
I would not be trying to overtalk people. I would not be trying to belligerent. Man, we waited 15 minutes for you to get these stuff together, and the shit still ain't together.
My bad. I'm having technical difficulties. Oh, my bad.
Maybe if you
she
put
ready?
more time in the lotioning yourself up, you instead of lotioning yourself up, set your camera up for. Hey man, we see them showing a dirty underarm. We sorry, good people. We
They dirt.
sorry.
All right.
Oh, that ain't dirt. That hair. Wow.
I don't
Okay.
have hair. That's
New
it's not.
millennium women. New
It's
millennium.
just
That's that new.
deodorant. It's just deodorant.
Oh, okay, deodorant. What kind of deodorant you use, Dove?
I do. How you know?
Okay. Cause all the much people wear Dove. Now, you walk right into that one. You walk right into that one. You know what I'm saying? Now, Coco, go ahead on and start us off. What the hell is you talking about first today?
Okay.
Well,
So my topic today, and it's a good one, and I'm gonna need y'all to give me some time to get this all out
Well,
before.
you ain't got but 20 minutes, so whatever you do, you
Yeah.
got
So
20
give
minutes.
me. I don't need but probably about a good 5. I was just wondering, but let me get it out before you
Oh,
say
okay.
something,
All
because I
right.
know
And
you keep
one,
cutting me off.
two, ready, go.
Go. Okay. So my topic today, I'm focusing on forgiveness, right?
Mhm.
What made me pick this was like looking at something Akon had said, and he was talking about the R. Kelly situation, and he was basically saying something about R. Kelly needing to um, first acknowledge what he did to his victims before he can be considered to be redeemed or whatever, or have redemption and forgiveness or whatever. And there was a lot of comments I heard people saying as far as like, no, he can't, he need to pay for it. And of course, just because you are asking for redemption, or if he gets to the point to where he wants to have redemption, that doesn't mean you still don't have to pay for what you did. You still do time, but that still doesn't mean that you're not eligible to be forgiven. um and then right after that, I saw another post about Fab and Emily. And I guess I'm sure y'all know about what happened between them, like about a year or so ago, where they had a physical altercation and he hit her, and I guess her teeth came out or whatever. But it's crazy because she decided to take him back, right? Um, it's not my part to say what was right or wrong, whatever. But it happened. She chose to forgive him. That's her choice. They ain't got nothing to do with us. That's something she got to deal with.
That her
But every
stink.
time,
She can take her stink back many times she want.
every time they post, they post anything, like anytime I see a post with Emily on it, most of the time people in the comments are saying stuff like basically calling her stupid, and she gonna stand by her man, she gonna stand beside him, she did it, and it's like they're saying all these like comments about her. Like, to me, you're antagonizing her because of a choice she made, right? And it just made me think about forgiveness and how we all think, or a lot of people think that they are judges of everybody, right? So to me, for one, if she is, and I said this on the Shade Room comments, if she, in fact, like, she's a victim, even if, like, regardless of what, if y'all want to call her stupid or whatever, she's still a victim of domestic violence, right? Most victims, like they say, a lot of victims of the domestic violence, they found it hard to leave those situations, right? So you don't know if that's the case or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether it is or not, it still doesn't make people who are judging her, calling her name, saying all this stuff, that ain't no better, because you're still being abusive. You're being emotionally and verbally abusive to this woman. Damn, bitch.
Go ahead, Coco. I'm listening. We're
Okay.
listening.
Okay. So and so to me, I also feel like other victims of domestic violence, they see these posts, they reading these posts. So when they read this and they see how the different people are talking about Emily and making her feel.
I want to say something. Cause last week you was all on your phone. When I do it, you cuss me out.
This the ghettoest shit ever.
Okay.
Don't mute my mic during the moment.
Right.
But no.
Now, Coco.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right.
I just want to give you juicy board. I'm mute myself. I won't interrupt you no more. You got 16 minutes.
You did that shit before. So anyway, I feel like when victims are reading these comments, it's kind of like that makes like if you're not already feeling bad enough when you're in a situation where you're being abused, right? Regardless of people make it seem like it's so easy to just walk away from an abusive relationship. I grew up in a physically abusive home. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I saw and I witnessed, and I know if it was just that easy, my mom would have left day one the first time my father put his hands on her, right? So I understand and I know it's not that easy in situations like that. Now, she did eventually get out of the situation, but I just imagine for a woman like that, I saw what my mom went through. And for her to have people making comments, calling her names or saying whatever, calling her stupid when she's already dealing with issues within her own home and even within herself. I feel like that's not helping the situation. So my point is, all these people who have something to say about Emily, if anything, if you truly care about her situation, like if you making these comments because you feel like she need to leave or whatever, maybe try coming at a different angle, because the angle you coming from don't work. But okay, the bigger point is forgiveness, right? Who are we to judge people and people's sins? Like, everybody is out here like saying, certain things shouldn't be forgiven, right? And I feel like it's crazy how we think some offenses or some sins are forgivable, but others aren't. We can't do that, because honestly, Adrian, something that you might feel like is unforgivable, I might feel like it ain't that bad. But something I feel like is unforgivable, you might feel like it ain't that bad. I feel like it all depends on the person and their individual experiences. You see what I'm saying? So like, we can't all sit here and say because somebody did X, Y, and Z, they need to be sentenced to death or never talked to again or isolated forever, because to somebody else it might not be that bad. You might look at it like, well, I mean, he beat her ass, I ain't did nothing but lied. Shit, somebody else, somebody who probably had different experiences growing up might look at it like, okay, abuse, that's something that can be forgiven because I know they could possibly change. Okay, maybe that might be what they think, right? But they might look at it like, I can't stand a liar. I can't forgive a liar because something that happened in my past experiences or past things that have happened in my life, like I don't want to deal with a liar. So to me, I just feel like it's not up to us to judge what's the worst thing, and I feel like we can't judge anyway because ain't nobody perfect. We have all done something in our lives that has offended somebody. Whether we want to say it wasn't that bad or not, you can't say that because you ain't in the shoes of the person that you offended. You see what I'm saying? So whoever you offended, they might look at it like, bitch, what you did to me was unforgivable. Just because I don't think so don't mean it's not. So I feel like that's why only God can judge us, because only God knows the true intent of a person's heart, and he knows the heart and the intent. Like he knows. So I feel like that's why only God can judge people. I just feel like I wish people would get out of the way of trying to judge and condemn people for things they do.
Yeah.
And that's my piece.
You had a scenario like with so
one more thing, Adrian. I'm sorry. My point in saying that is I was saying that too because of even with Fab. I'm sorry. I even with the Fab situation, I guess that's where the forgiveness part came in with that, because of how people are making it seem like, what he did, he's so wrong and she can't forgive him. And to me, I feel like you can't say that, because it's kind of like you're saying a person can't change. You know what I'm saying? Some people can commit acts, and that's why I say only God knows our heart, because some people can commit acts and do something, and after they've done it, it's not until after they've done something that they realize the effects of what they did. Yeah, and it could make them be remorseful and make them look at it like that's some shit I would never want to do again. And I feel like it's not fair for us not to be willing to give a person a second chance, especially if we want to. Like if she wants to give this man a second chance, and
it
I
ain't our
can't
place
hear.
second chance. Yeah.
Right,
It's not even our place to pass judgment. The thing is, and
right.
that's dangerous things that happen with social media. Now, in the past, you could just read out something, but there was nowhere for you to leave a comment in the paper. You just read it. Your opinion was to yourself, and you just made it in your life. You didn't make a mistake that you think somebody else has made. So I
Right.
definitely, but now social media has empowered people, with their thumbs to be bullies, like you're saying. A lot of times, people who really pass like strong judgment or feeling, you ever notice where sometimes it's like talking to a girlfriend about a breakup, right? And they're so quick, oh yeah, you need to just that MF or he
Yeah.
ain't nothing, blah, blah. But yet the same thing will happen. That those kind of people, what they do is they'll pass on the advice that they wish themselves obtained, but they don't, right? So they get so angry at knowing that they've been defeated, or that they've been defeated, that they just want to see somebody else. Like with Emily, it's just better to say she's stupid, she's this, because a lot of them are comparing it. Like, yeah, well, my man, he just slapped me, but he ain't knocked my teeth out. If he knocked my teeth out, then I'm leaving.
Right.
Like you saying, a sin is a sin. Stealing a candy bar and killing a person. I used to use an analogy of sins, and God was that. If he sat that high, right, it's like you being in an airplane. And when you look down at the highway, the semi truck and the car look the same size. One don't look bigger than the other.
Right.
And how our sins look. So you're absolutely right. Who are we to sit here and to judge? We got higher powers that's going to determine where our next level will be after this life. It definitely is. So we do waste a lot of energy passing off negative attention. If anything, send her a prayer that does find guidance if that's what she needs.
Right.
Truly, but if that's what she feels like and that's where she wants to stay, prayer help her, like I said, better than insulting her. You understand?
Exactly.
It's a lot. Just like Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know if you remember him. Call him black, but when he went to jail, they killed him. They beat him to death in jail. But you know what he died with? The Bible in his hand. So at the end of the day, while we were so adamant about hating him for what he did, at the end of the day, he probably gonna get to heaven, or has gotten to heaven before a lot of people who think they are never will. Because so you're absolutely right in that conversation as far as forgiveness. And if you can't forgive, just mind your business.
Mind your business. Exactly. Okay.
What you got, Big?
No comment.
Okay. And so then moving right along, then we're going to go ahead on and we'll talk about, did you have another subject that you wanted to talk about?
I just combined them into one. I thought, I was hoping my co-host would have, thank you, George. Big, why don't you have a perspective? Are you a judger?
Because I'm going to say this, and I don't want to be ostracized on my own show. I think sometime to get a woman understanding. Just saying, sometimes you got to bring them back to reality. Okay, I think it's an old school approach, and I think people are judgmental because they're jealous. Longevity in America for relationships, you're gonna go do something. You've been with somebody long, they've been together with 13, 14 years, you're gonna get to fight one time. Hell, you don't have friends that long, y'all don't got to fight. So it's just human nature for things like that to happen. I just think people become so fixated on a Tyler Perry type relationship. Those are not real relationships.
Okay. I don't want a Tyler Perry relationship.
I'm talking about the cookie cutter. I thought I was talking. See what I'm saying? Everybody want to say that. I never get to talk.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, sweetheart.
I'm talking about those cookie cutter, knight in shining armor, dude eat cheese out your ass, that kind of relationship. Mm-hmm. This is real relationships. You go do shit.
Yeah, you do.
Who's you gonna get better than Fabo?
You.
I mean, yeah, he of course, but I'm married. Lovely, 18 years. Shout out to my lovely wife. My wife told me, I'm stuck with her to the day I die.
Well, there you go. That sounds like a
Damn,
good.
Poe Ebony. Poe Ebony. I don't know why she wishing that on herself. Shit.
You know what? I'm
Do
gonna
she
tell
get
you,
out? Do she
I'm,
get out, or do you keep her in the house?
man. My
just-
wife do my one thing about me. Any woman that I deal with, especially my wife, they allowed to do whatever they want to do. I don't put collars on no. I don't put collar on them. She do whatever she want. I just can't do whatever I want. But I buck. But no, seriously though, you know what I'm saying? Coco, what is trash to you is another person's treasure. Don't ever forget that. Just like to me,
Clearly.
just like to me, I think you diarrhea. Right?
Ooh, and a lot of folks would just beg to differ.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I
you
think
know
you
what it is?
diarrhea. I think you diarrhea, but to some fucking idiot fool out there.
So what you're saying is I'm the shit. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, you the shit to a fucking retard out there. I forgot we can't say that to someone who's educationally challenged.
What happened to just that? Just went right out the window.
Yeah, I don't judge nobody. I don't judge nobody. I'm saying that. I'm saying all that to say that.
Okay.
Can I make a comment?
Love conquers all, and when you really love somebody, you accept some of the mistakes that they made. We don't know if she was wrong in the situation where they got into it about. She could have been wrong.
What I'm gonna say ain't nothing.
I ain't about to ask you your opinion. This is big opinion. You know what? I know how to solve this.
I'll save it. Finish what you're saying.
I'm gonna step to the side, let y'all have the show. I just come in because I don't get to talk.
No. Finish what you're saying. I just said I'm gonna let you finish and then I'll speak.
You don't have to say let me do nothing. See, this is the reason
20 minutes almost up. I need you.
You had 20 minutes. Listen, good people. This is Coco, okay? Coco is needs help. So she needs a little help. She's not built for relationships. She's built for breeding.
I do make I make beautiful babies though. I do.
Oh yeah, I want to say something. Yeah, you posted your son. That is your twin.
He is.
People
been saying that like since he was a kid.
I showed to them like, damn. Yeah. That nigga ugly as fuck. Not for real. No, but that nigga look just like you. He, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, you can't deny. Like, boy, I don't know how you do it, but there's a God.
It is. Shut up. But no, I do want to make a on what you said. I'm not knocking what you said. I respect your opinion and how you feel. But I will say, like, I do, it goes back because when you were saying, like, you think that's something that it does happen in a lot of relationships, especially people who've been together forever. But it happens when people don't know how to adequately express themselves and their feelings.
That comes with experience.
Yes,
it does. Like we've all been in relationships. Right. We've all been in long-term relationships. In every long-term relationship, there's going to be some type of physicality.
And I understand.
Like I have never physically beat my wife up. I have never physically abused her. But had we got physical, yes, she has attacked me. She's very
and I'm not gonna lie. It's been a time where I don't put my hands on somebody in a relationship, so I'm not gonna say it does. I'm not saying it don't happen. You're absolutely right, but what I'm saying is it doesn't have to happen. I'm also
that's an interesting question we got from our audience. They said, "Biggs, have you ever hit a woman, and how did you feel afterwards?" Yes, I have. I was an abuser. When I was an abuser early on in relationships. Mm-hmm. In my early 20s, I was an abuser. I was the slapper, I was the puncher, I was the hitter, I was the choker.
Okay, you was an abuser.
I was an abuser. I do have a domestic violence record. But one of the best things that ever happened to me was going to anger management, was getting control of my emotions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was I had to get control of my emotions and understand that it's okay for someone to disagree with me, especially my mate. And you can't make her keep her leg closed. You can't make her not want peanuts in her mouth. If that's what she want, she have to have that. That is not your decision. Okay, I'm just saying. And I also understood that women play emotional games because that's how they're built. And a
Okay,
woman gonna do shit that hurts you. And if you're not in control of your emotions,
to go back.
you will lash out physically and hurt her. And to see a woman in pain, quivering, begging for their life, or just plain out fearful of you, after it's not a good feeling. Because your woman's supposed to love you, nurture you, respect you. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat respecting to a woman, guys.
Let me interject. Like there are just like there are several different types of men, and kind of going back to last week as far as men starting to open up about trauma. I feel like a lot of men were abused as children. So one of the examples that we can use for Fab and what's going on in his situation is that we only know a short paragraph of what happened, but we don't know if they sat down and had a conversation and she got back with him because she understood the place he was coming from with that violence. And because they're talking about that, maybe he chose not to share that part of his life with the public, but that was enough to keep it together for her to understand where his pain was coming from.
Right.
Big said, I couldn't imagine unless something is really wrong with you, because there are abusers who get off on pain. Like that empowers them to see somebody in fear of them. It's empowering. Somebody with a conscience like Biggs, it will bother you in the end. So that's something that you can unlearn to do. But sometimes that's the way
I did. I had to
fight.
I had to. I when one of the things that she asked me, I'm gonna give her information. When I got with my wife, and she was so innocent, so pure, you know what I'm saying? She coming. See, my wife helped me understand. My wife helped me understand where I had messed up in all my other relationships.
Right.
She helped me understand that it wasn't necessarily. It wasn't them. It was me. I had the emotional issues. I had the confidence issues. I had the leadership issues. You know what I'm saying? And I was the one that was dealing with some internal pain that I was not dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And after I, you know what I'm saying, was forced to deal with them, it taught me. It taught me, because I tell all the guys that I know, the young guy asking for advice. I say, you can't become a man until you learn how to control your emotions. Like you can't let your emotion, meaning your heart, think for you. You have to, in your mind, you have to think for it. You know what I'm saying, right? And just because you're angry and upset, you can't go in there and beat the hell out your old lady. You can't go in there and push your kids down the steps. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get home, nobody gives a fuck about how bad of a day you had. Nobody gives a fuck what happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Your kids want to see you smiling. Your old lady want to hug, and the kids say, "Baby, I love." You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And you gotta understand that you will never understand a woman. They crazy as hell. And when I said, okay, you know what? All of them crazy. So it ain't like I'm gonna get one that's like uncrazy, because men are from what is it? Men are from Mars, women are from Pluto, or some shit. You know the book, you know what I mean? And when I you know what I'm saying, and when I found that out, you know what I'm saying, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? I realized that I had a lot of baggage. You know, and then you all say men, I deal with emotional issues. So I did go to counseling. I did go to anger management. And the one thing I love for anger management was hurt people. You know what I'm saying? And I finally got diagnosed with manic depressive. So right, you know, there's the proper word, Coco. Don't do me like that. And when I had to learn how to deal with things like that, my life became so much better. I'm not even gonna lie, my life became so much better. And I still have some emotional issues, but it's not lack of confidence. It's not depression. It's just some things from my childhood, that I've had to deal with. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I um,
I
I
think that's the thing, though, Big. That's what I'm trying to. That's what we've been trying to say. Like for the longest, everybody done been through some shit in their childhood. Ain't nobody had a perfect life because this world is
thank
fucked
you.
up. So it's like we've all gone through something. Everybody has
Mm-hmm.
gone through something. It's all in how we learn how to cope and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be expressed in all kind of different ways. It might be expressed in a negative way. We might
Mm-hmm.
express it in a positive way. Like, but everybody has gone through something. And one more thing I was gonna say, people. One thing Big said that I will dispute. No one, like nobody deserves to be like you can't. I don't feel like it's something a woman can do in a relationship or a man that they deserve to
No.
be
I was being
beaten.
facetious. I was being facetious.
Okay, okay, okay,
I've been
okay.
facetious. I've been
But
facetious.
Adrian was
Now,
saying
now,
something
now,
when
listen. I do
when
want
she
to
was
say
talking
something.
before she was
I do
so
want to
mean.
say something to the woman out there that I did abuse. I want to apologize to you.
It was just one.
I mean, the other one we're not gonna. We talking about the main one. We want to talk about the one that's the other
What
one.
the?
The other one. Let me tell you something. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. But to the one I actually, I want to apologize. No, you know what? You know what? You're right, Coco. To all the women out there that I have
Thank you.
abused, I want to apologize because whether it was
Bro,
justified in my mind or not,
Very good.
look at that growth.
women do not deserve that, and yeah, and because I've done some terrible things to women,
Okay, now
and
you up with the feds at the door before the end of the show. All right, that's
Right.
no, hold on. Let me get this off my chest. I let y'all talk. But see, when I get to talking, it's not a mandate. I'm
That's
just saying, I
gonna
want
be
to say
so
this.
funny.
I want to
One
apologize
minute
to
he
these
ain't got
women.
nothing to
I
say.
want to
Next minute
apologize to
he got
Coco.
everything in front of
I want to apologize to Coco. I want to apologize to Adrian. You know what I'm saying? For all the things that those guys did to y'all.
us. I can't stand you. You make me
I'm sorry.
sick.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm
anyway.
sorry, y'all. I gotta plug my laptop up. So
Man,
You fluff it up, Coco. You muted. So,
what we doing with the gospel report today?
well, we can start off with the Olympic gold medalist Cleet Keller, who was found guilty today. He was a part of that Capitol riot that happened January 6th. So he's getting jail. So I think I guess they're finally starting. No, the one other guy that they sent to jail who was a part of that riot, he had went on a hunger strike talking about he was a vegan, so they transferred him to another prison. Did y'all hear that story?
what? What happened?
Okay, you remember January 6th when they stormed the Capitol, right?
Right.
They
Oh, I do remember that. What the guy was talking about, he was a vegan. I remember that.
on a hunger strike, so they transferred him to another prison. Like, I didn't know they had specific prisons that fed just vegans only. I'm, I'm finding out a lot about these prisons.
So y'all
here.
need, if y'all got family and friends behind bars, tell them to do the same thing. See what happens.
Yeah, healthier. They don't like the regular food anyway. And then they found up in Michigan, this guy Gregory.
We can't hear you.
You can't.
Can you hear me? No, I'm talking about Big.
Hey, I want to say this to somebody that been to prison. Hell, the goddamn regular tray, he goddamn vegan. Yeah, me.
So I can't even imagine what they got specifically for vegans. Then I don't
Right.
know. I mean, to them, it's so many privileges. I'm starting to learn in prison. Getting out. That's why. Well, R. Kelly, I'm like, if he get out, somebody who tried to kill the president and shot 3 of the Secret Service, surely, like you saying, with redemption, just recognize your crime, apologize,
Right.
and because we all do it, and move on. But in Michigan is kind of on fire with the news that way. It's already it was a dilapidated city. I know they're building back up now. I don't know if you recall when the city of Detroit ended up filing bankruptcy. once all the factories and stuff shut down, which was kind of huge. City filed bankruptcy. Like they had those car making deal, or not dealership, but manufacturers there. Once the city declared bankruptcy, like those people were to get pensions, Social Security, anything. So everyone like basically cleared out of Detroit. It was like a ghost town for a couple years. So they have been rebuilding it, but it's interesting in the news that's taking place, all the killings and the kidnappings, and so we got another guy, year-old man, actually was a very nice guy according to the witnesses who did know him. Go somewhere and would play his machine, the lottery machine game, whatever. So he happened to buy a winning lottery ticket, and then he ended up being found floating in the river with the lottery ticket still in the wallet. So don't know quite what that was about. If they was looking for it, they weren't very good at looking. Like that's
wow.
you know. So if he can't go from a good guy, now he's in a river, didn't get the ticket. So whoever killed him probably is really pissed because Jesus.
Damn.
So
They probably killed him for another reason, didn't even know.
Yeah, it's a good
You know
thing
what
they
I'm
didn't
saying?
get that ticket though, because if they would have cashed it out, they would have knew who killed his ass.
But the story is crazy because people who knew him said he was such a nice guy. He was always so happy. So
Can I interject one moment?
you sure can, Biggs. You go right ahead.
People love to talk about my show. Our show is ghetto and ratchet. Well, how you feel about crunching and chewing on the mic while someone else is talking? Is that considered ghetto and ratchet?
Oh, can y'all hear me? They can hear me crunching. It's loud.
Let me consider ghetto and ratchet. But Adrian, I just want to, to point some
First
things
of
out.
all-
You go right ahead. You go right ahead, Adrian. Go right
First
ahead.
of all, you set the tone because we've always eaten
I embrace ghetto-ness.
on the
I
Diddy
embrace
show.
ratchetness.
I
You
mean,
the bougetto. Listen, Adrian embraces it. I embrace it. You the fake bougie nigga on the show.
I'm not bougie though.
Go ahead, Adrian, with the swag gossip, please.
So it's like a lot of athletes, I guess, this week. Like the marketing campaign for the vaccination, the ones vaccinated, not interesting. So we have gone through the wave of convince people. We went through a couple music artists. Nash kind of tore her apart about it, and now we're into the sports. So now we're going with we did the football. Now we're on the basketball. So now we got Kareem, who thinks it's just disgusting. Kyrie is just he's against it. New York mayor is basically begging him to get it so his fans can see him. Shaq doesn't want him around him, and LeBron, he's vaccinated, but is not to convince the world to be vaccinated. So it's kind of interesting, these athletes that are kind of coming to the forefront, and the NBA, and what they're deciding to do is for all the home games for the non-vaccinated players, they will not get paid for those.
Yeah.
So that's kind of heard of. Typically, even if they're on the injured list, they still get whatever their contract says. Now, football player, if he gets injured, his money stops. That's it. Basketball players, they can get injured, stay on the team, their money comes. So now one of the players ended up just saying, and they can have, I think it came up, it was some millions. He said he already sitting out his home games, so behind him, he's not getting vaccinated.
Michael Porter Jr. for the Denver Nuggets, he just signed Monday. 5 years, $207 million. He said he's not getting vaccinated, but he signed the money first. So you know what I'm saying? He made sure he signed the contract, then he told the team later. So what's going to happen is they're going to have to go back to the drawing board because they're trying to force. And what's crazy is 90% of the league is vaccinated. So we talking about 10%. Only a small,
I'm like 10%.
90% of the league is vaccinated. So only a small percentage are not vaccinated. They need to get on board that because this is forced, and we don't necessarily you know what I'm saying? We don't want to be put in a situation where people have to choose their livelihood over their careers. I don't think your career should ever affect your livelihood. That's just my humble opinion.
Well, unfortunately, that's what's taking place, and this
everywhere.
Is very important that we understand when we're talking about police officers, fire people in the medical field, people just in corporate America, period, are losing their livelihoods. I mean, personally speaking, my best friend works for a major radio network. Her show is number one that she produces. She has another, so on and so forth. As of October 1st, everyone had to be fully vaccinated, which is tomorrow. We just got done burying her sister who got the shot, went down a body full of blood clots and died. So how her magnitude supposed to be comfortable with doing that? Now, her job is like at a great point, like a place where people dream of. You're number one. You're on. You got so many endorsements going for you, and to have to now all let it go because you're being forced to do something that's just not within your will.
So,
we can
do they know about her sister?
Absolutely.
Wow.
See,
Wow.
that what
And see,
I'm gonna
that's
say that.
messed up
I'm gonna say that does not reflect Adrian or Coco at all. That's what the white man do. The white man will tell you we fucked up, but you can have cigarette. It's okay. And more people die from alcohol and tobacco than any damn thing on earth. We know for a fact that smoking cigarette give you cancer, and it's legal.
And they still sell it.
And
Still,
ain't no
And they sell them every fucking day.
yeah, exactly.
But they want to talk about fucking fentanyl and all this other shit. The motherfuckers in power are the workers of iniquity. You understand me?
Absolutely.
But my thing is, Adrian, with that, like, I feel like that shit's so cold-hearted because if, like, to me, I feel like obviously the vaccine don't mix well with certain people and their body and their genetic whatever. So if her sister didn't take well to that shot, it's basically like you asking me to commit possible suicide if I take this shot because I might have the same chemical reaction that my sister had to the vaccine.
Yeah, I mean,
and you telling me I have to either do that or keep my job?
So, you know, we've been talking about it, but she's just not going to do it. So, I mean, the one thing about some people, like even with her, like we've always been hustlers, entrepreneurs. She didn't had shows and sat at an anchor table with Gayle King and did interviews with athletes or what have you. So, one thing about it is this job did not make her. It was a place of, I guess, from an entrepreneur and you just kind of out there place of rest, but you know, definitely. So if you know whatever the final thing tomorrow, it's gonna have to hit the street hard and just do what we do. But like at the end of the day, like you saying, Biggs, I don't feel like no CEO who can quit his job tomorrow should be able to bully me into getting a vaccination that could possibly do something to me, and all you got to do is quit your job and you're not liable. Like we're not scientists and people who should be, you know, regulating what happens. Teachers, you know what I mean? Your boss, your manager, supervisor at Walmart is not a doctor.
Yeah,
we gotta be wait. Listen, little Frankie here in my glasses. We can't find him.
Yeah,
We have.
He been saying that shit for. He been saying
I
that for a month.
can't find him, so I have made a doctor's appointment. But because of but the doctor I was dealing with, they were only dealing with people that are vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? So I've been going there for, you know what I'm saying? They don't deal with vaccinated, and it's a certain type of procedure. So I'm looking for a new obstetrician. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get some new glasses. I'm not going to no Walmart.
I got them Walmart.
It's a good place.
Well, let me explain something, you good people. Walmart get enough of my motherfucking money. They not good. I don't want to go to Walmart for everything.
It's not actually Walmart. It's an optometrist office.
Okay, Michelle, I'm screaming because with these two knuckleheads here, if I don't go loud, I don't get in.
Obviously, that anger management didn't help your ass too much.
It does. You know what? I know how to solve this.
No,
don't mute me. Don't mute me.
I was finna leave, but Adrian begged me to stay. I won't stay.
So, you know what? But something else I saw that I thought was crazy. Somebody posted where it was a nurse holding, like she had like this. They were picketing or whatever. They were outside protesting, but she was saying how like just last year they were considered heroes during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? And now you getting rid of them.
Now they the problem.
Yeah, right. It's like that's crazy. Like these are people who help fight.
Same government that sat here a few years ago and was trying to come up talking about black people weren't considered humans. Like they tried to make us a whole nother species. Now all of a fucking sudden we the first culture of people. Y'all want to make sure we get back and save our lives first. And you know it and ran and still running with it. And it's not that people who are not vaccinated don't want to get vaccinated. We just got enough damn sense to know how it works.
And the crazy part is, the more that they keep doing this, so that's what make me not want to get it more and more. The more.
I want to say this. You know, see how the power that be forgot. What about autism? What about these kids get out of their autism for the front of the goddamn vaccination they get now?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's always a side effect.
Yeah.
From this shit. This is the information age. We're not in the 60s, 70s, 80s no more.
Yeah.
People know what's going on.
Yeah. And when they be trying to come with statistics like, oh yeah, well, yeah, some people legs did get cut off, but it was only 3%. But 3% is 300,000 fucking people.
Right.
Are y'all serious right now?
I don't want to be the motherfucker to lose they goddamn leg. You understand me?
Not if I ain't got to.
Crazy. That shit is bizarre. So then in 2022, kind of moving along, California is very interesting. So recently they done passed a thing now just about where you want to go to eat, to get gas, anywhere you want to go. If you don't show proof of vaccination, you are not allowed to be served. Whatever the measures is that you're going for, okay? So now what they're getting ready to do is in 2022, they're getting ready to have a halftime show there, right? And they haven't had that there in like forever. So now they're going to have it. They got a really good lineup. It's going to be Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Lamar on the stage, which means what they're basically letting you know is all these people are vaccinated, because any and everybody in California, you're vaccinated. So now they about to start showing, well, we can have huge events because we're all vaccinated in the state of California. And then that's what's going to put the pressure on the other cities. Like, yeah, if you guys want to do this, everyone needs it. Like, I could just see this.
I told you.
Crazy.
I told y'all last week. That's what the division is about to start coming in. They about to start trying to separate everybody and put time the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. Yeah, I mean that's what they're doing.
It's definitely here. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, so that's a good lineup. And then we got Jay-Z, Meek organization. I guess they're going under that reform they created, which was to go through the jails and kind of get released, get the guy released with low bails. And so when we talked about the guy last week, who was up, his bail was just $1. So my question when I posted that is, where was Jay-Z and Meek Mill for him for $1? Did the organization run out of money? But they didn't. We got Jay-Z now in court asking the judge basically to release a guy who had been sentenced 20 years on a weed charge. Go ahead and just get him released. So I'm not sure if he's a lawyer now. Kim Kardashian went to go and get a degree.
So wait, Jay-Z actually went to court?
Yeah, he's actually going in. So I'm like, okay, so I guess you can now have anybody going to the court. Like I said, we're not about politics, prison, and this court system and how this shit works.
Everything is changing, man. It's all based on your influence and what you know. It's not.
And let me get that right. As far as what Rock Nation on Jay-Z's behalf is going on behalf, but
okay,
with the judge asking release, but as far as on the everyday going, he does have the Rock Nation with them to take care of that.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, no, yeah, girl, he didn't turn to a good Denzel Washington.
Shout out to the homie Jay-Z.
Yeah, so they are out there, they're helping. And then we got Kodak Black. Like, this is a perfect example of people, like, no matter how good they love to be, they will still find a way to just fuck it up. So Black got that pardon by President Donald Trump. He got released. He has to go back for 90-day rehabilitation for a gun violence, something or another that he had on him. And so, of course, with him just getting out, it was such a big deal about him coming home and being released and pardoned and all that stuff. Things were lined up for him to do. And it's like, I'm so sick of looking at these artists, opportunity after opportunity, and they take it for granted. You know what I mean? Like, I would not allow anything to jeopardize my freedom that was just relinquished from me. That has been, and now I get out here still do like who get me potentially caught up or be around people who would get caught up.
Right.
So I think artists like they're really starting to like piss me off because they got this like unbalanced privilege going on in their mind. They have like it's to their detriment. It's not even helping.
But you know what? That's what you're gonna get when you take somebody who like someone who comes from like the environment he comes from. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of our people come from. You know, and it could be a white person too. But when you take somebody who comes from an environment like that, and then they are thrusted into fame, and they get all this money, fame, and influence or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They tend to me, it's kind of like he really never had that real discipline. You see what I'm saying? So
this is what I'm about to say that right now. The same.
Now, I'm not taking up for him. I feel you. I agree with you, but I'm just saying I feel like that's what happens most of the time when these people just get shit easy. When you don't gotta work for shit.
And what I'm gonna say is that one thing we do have to do, just like we talked about this vaccination, being bullied, we're talking about domestic violence. Everything is coming down to perspective and choices, right? And the one thing that I do want all of us as a Black culture to do is stop using your past as a crutch every time you get caught up into something. Because at this point, what we know now, when we was going through the trauma and all that shit was happening, we have millions in our pocket. So the option wasn't if I want to go and be fucked up or go make millions. It was you was fucked up, you took that lesson, you either learned from it or you let it just ruin your damn life. And so that's kind of the formula, right? And so now this younger generation is getting the money, but they're not paying attention to the formula. The formula is right there. If you're trying to be the opposite of what your parents were, right? If you're trying to create a different scenario for your children, the opposite of what you were going through, how, when as an adult, you're still doing dumb shit?
Because but when did they ever learn? You got to think about it. They ain't never learned. When you get shit quick, like the prodigal son, not saying it's the same thing, but kind of like when you get something too soon, you don't know what to do with it. Like just because they saw their parents struggle and they saw the struggle, that don't mean they ever got the solution to figuring out how not to make the same mistakes. They got this money quick, and that was a quick fix. Because and I'm gonna say this: a lot of times in the struggle, people think when they get money, it's gonna resolve all their issues, right? So when they get that money,
it doesn't. How many people even they idolize? But just
let me say that, good people.
I don't want to address.
We can sit here and talk all this shit till you blue in the face. It's a different animal when you get that motherfucking money in your hand. You understand me? Some shit you just like when you get that money in your hand, you used to eat noodles all the motherfucking time, bologna sandwiches. And you give a nigga some money. Everything you've been taught go out the motherfucking window for a minute. You have to recenter yourself because you can't get lost in that lifestyle. You can't get lost in abundance. You can't get lost in opulence. You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Peach just said when they get that money, they start feeling like they can pay their way through. You know what I'm saying? Like they have this sense of privilege and entitlement to feeling
because that's what we've been seeing the white man do. The white man been doing since we've been alive.
And that's true now, Adrian.
Excuse being fucking idiots. I mean, how many people are getting pardoned from prison by the president? That is a rare occasion. So what you're saying is no matter how valuable, no matter how
that's not what I'm saying.
To have a miracle happen for you.
That's not what I'm saying.
You got some money.
That's not what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is
stop supporting him. If I know that he's going to go out here and keep fucking up opportunities, I'm not going to keep fucking put money in.
What I'm saying is it's a lot of new money. And we've all been there. When you first get some money, you fuck it up. I don't give a fuck your first time with 1,000, 2,000, whatever. People fuck up money. What I'm saying is, after you have got the money, you have to recenter yourself.
Okay.
Or you get lost in it.
There's one thing that I feel like we leaving out this conversation. We're not gonna sit here and act like Kodak Black ain't a little bit off anyway. Like everything ain't all the way there. If you ask me, I'm just saying.
You not finna do Kodak like that.
Before he even got into the music industry,
Take me off.
Kodak is an Israelite just like me. But you want to talk about Kodak and your ass sit up on the damn live show eating damn apples.
It's food. I'm just saying. I believe, and this is.
But you talk about being bougie and ghetto. That's a rich ass nigga.
No.
Who the hell got apples in October?
I got this from Panera Bread earlier today. Thank you.
See what I'm saying? Niggas don't even eat that. Niggas in the hood don't go no damn bread plate for no apple. We had to go to Kroger.
Food. It came with my meal, sir.
Oh my goodness.
They saying Kodak is slow.
I'm trying to tell you, Georgia Peach. I mean, we ain't gonna act like he went in that small class group. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against the group, that classroom, but we not gonna act like he went in it.
Okay, for people who knew Kodak Black before he became a household name, he was really a spiritual rapper. He really had positive messages in what he was delivering when he was rapping. So we can't negate the fact that once you get into the industry,
he still do.
Look at Lil Nas X. He didn't come into the game like that. He's been marketing that way. And so the same thing with Kodak Black. I'm gonna say that with that. But when I'm talking
I want to say that let's not use Lil Nas X and Kodak in the same sentence.
My point, and I ain't gonna say nothing else. All I'm saying with Kodak Black, eliminate the money. I'm talking about the opportunity. You're getting pardoned from a president. If people come like Jay-Z can come through and give you all the money you need, people can come through and go fund you to death for all the money. If we're saying that if a person comes from a broke background, no matter how much you have, they're gonna fall, this is why people don't want to support nobody.
But Adrian.
And that was, Adrian. Yeah. So you can come back.
And I totally get what you're saying, but I just feel like, again, celebrities and people, they're human just like everybody else, right? And just think about these people who we have in our families or in our communities who a lot of times they get passes. They got somebody always bailing them out. I
don't know nobody who's been. We're talking about president.
Yeah, I get. I get it, but I feel like that's, to me, I feel like it's kind of equivalent to somebody on our level getting pardoned by, or getting forgiven, or somebody always building them out. And I say that because first of all, when you say he was pardoned by a president, in Kodak Black mind, that shit probably still all a joke, because look at the president who pardoned him. He was a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so to me, that was like something he took serious, but all I'm saying is he probably took it serious, but he probably still, it's like it was Donald Trump. That whole shit was a joke. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't take my freedom as no dang on joke. If you consider your freedom, and I feel sorry for these young black guys. Hats off to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about something else. The agent got one more motherfucking time. Okay, they look away from me when I'm talking. You're gonna hear a knock at the door.
How do you know my door? I don't have a door. I got a garage.
What y'all this is off the wall. I was gonna ask, but what y'all think
off the wall?
What y'all think about Instagram taking Boosie page? Like, what did he do this time other than promote his film?
Let me tell you something.
I don't know what he did. Instagram is full of shit, and I can't wait for MySpace they ass.
This is the thing that
I really wish him, Duval, and all of them.
When I talk to my attorney
and get their own platform, I really wish they do.
This is the thing that when I talk to my attorney, he said, "Biggs, what you saying is all true." He said, but one thing about African Americans that's different than any other race of people on earth, y'all love to go to somebody else's house and tell them how to run it.
Instead of running
your own damn house. That's Instagram shit. They do what they want in their own house. The NFL, the NBA, that's their own shit. He said black people spend more time. So this is my lawyer. This is my lawyer. He said black people spend more time asking to be accepted than creating
their own
thing.
Yeah. So if you post at the very end, it's the whole little warning, because Instagram is monitoring every word you use. I'm going over the fan base, which that's Isaac Hayes' app I'm using. Isaac Hayes Jr. So he is black. So if y'all want to get out and support somebody black, that's the next thing.
What app? What's the name of his app?
It's fan base app.
Fan base to pay out. You know,
bottom.
Will your fan have to pay? Your fan has to pay a monthly subscription to see you.
But saying that's the thing too. People be wanting free shit. I know I do. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather not be on social.
You don't want that free.
I want
right,
to
but look, let nigga say he wants some of that pocketbook for free. Let nigga say he wants some of that pocketbook for free. Oh no, nigga.
No, what I'm saying,
nigga gotta come with some money.
What I'm saying is,
you make 100,000 a year.
I don't need social media that bad where I'm gonna pay for it. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna say for people who are using it for business and for marketing, the difference with the fan base thing is we can't be quick to complain, but then when it comes down to being in a position to make a difference, you don't want to. So you got to pick a side to be on. And we already see the free shit don't benefit us. This is why Instagram is getting on everybody's damn nerves now because it's free. I'd rather them charge and let me just put the shit up there that I want. You go over to fan base, if it's something you get, it's monetization.
Y'all forgetting what they said when they went on the Breakfast Club. The dude, Hannah, he said, "We don't know the culture.
You just know how to complain."
Like so, no. They talking about the people at Instagram when they went to do who in charge of all this compliance, the vice president. He said, "We do not know the culture."
Meaning
like they don't know how we interact. They don't know our life. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? And they said they don't feel like it's their job to figure out the culture. You feel me? Because they just want a flat line. They just want a flat line. They want a flat line. Not what BIGG saying. What the fuck? Well, fuck you then. How about that? Huh? How about that?
I feel like that at the end of the day, that's why I'm hoping that some of our people can get together and create their own.
The only way they're going to get together is either you're going to complain or you're going to be a part of leadership and do something. That's just like people.
But listen. Okay. It's a lot of black people want an NFL team. Ain't now got now yet. See, let me tell you, it's certain
somebody
shit in
gotta
America.
actually move on it. People, we gotta move and not.
No, motherfucker. This what I'm trying you to understand, little butterfly. It's certain shit you got to be let in. Cause it's a good old boy network. Football the biggest thing in America.
No, but you can create your own.
Football is the biggest thing in America. Every leader has tried to go against football. NFL has been crushed.
But if most of our people, because they do need our people, and not just our people, it could be other races that agree with what we talking about. But if they stop playing for the NFL ain't shit without us. So they stop.
Coco, let me explain something to you now. You listen, a nigga can't even get you to stop putting that shit in your hair. You think a nigga gonna get niggas? You think you gonna get niggas? You think you gonna get niggas stop making $2, $3 to $50 million a motherfucking year?
What's in my hair? I don't got no problem.
I'm talking about weave.
I ain't got no weave in my hair.
Not this week. We'll try again that week though.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's something too.
So you going natural?
Embrace my natural.
So you said you going natural?
I've been natural for the past almost month.
Okay, so you going natural with your hair?
It's damaging my hair. Now I do need some type of protective style because I work out, and when I work out, it does my hair and I don't want to have to keep putting heat on my hair and washing my hair, stripping my hair. But honestly, like I really wish if I didn't work out all the time or whatever, I wish I could keep my hair like it is all the time. Cause when I was wearing like weaves, sew-ins, that shit was breaking my hair off.
Adrian, are you natural?
I might get a wig though.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. Next subject.
So do you feel like how do you think, because when I think about like if we did start our own black league or something like the baseball league, the Black Negro League, the thing with them is they was bringing out just as many people as the damn regular one was. Why they shut it down? Because
all the best players eventually was in the Negro League.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when the white dudes went against the black, when the white team went against the black team beat the fucking cover off their ass. The white boy got some wins, but 9 times out of 10, the black boy put old 1-2 up her ass.
Right, it wasn't easy.
Yeah, we're an interesting set of people. So I just think people are comfortable with just complaining. It's just a few people who are gonna, try different, I guess.
Instead of opening a soul food spot, instead of opening a tie shop, I think we need more of our kind in technology. We need more of our kind in sports. We need more of our kind at the table. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, I'm all for beauty supply. I'm all for a hair salon and barbershop. We need a beauty supply store.
But you know what's crazy? Every time black people do, I've seen a couple of black beauty supply stores. They don't survive, and they all. You remember what his golden child? What was his name? Yellow. Yeah. Remember when he was talking about his liquor store, how he started out and it was like only a couple things on the shelf. That's how most black beauty suppliers are. They don't have as many options for you to choose from.
Well, we still got, you know what? The one thing we did on West Chapel was we supported Yellow because we wanted to see him win, because we got tired as a community spending our money with other cultures. And it felt good to walk into a store and to be treated with respect.
I tried to support the black ones that I've gone to, but
you know what I'm saying? Hold on, trader. Because see the one thing about it though is y'all black folk, that's why your relationship failed, because you don't want to deal with shit.
If they don't have,
so what? If they ain't got it, buy what they got. Keep going to buy what they got. Y'all women bald-headed as fuck anyway nowadays anyway.
If you want
to be picking out, coming up them damn ball spot, buy what them folk got. Support them. Niggas go in your store, you ain't got shit. I gotta go for the white motherfucker. We ain't gonna get nowhere with that kind of culture. And I'm sick of your ass.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go to where I can find what I need. Like the products
how we gonna win now? How we gonna win if you keep doing that? I don't keep spending your money with them. I'm talking about how we gonna beat them.
You done?
You beat niggas with money.
You done? I don't even go to the Chinese store. I have to order.
You go to Sally's?
No, I don't. I have to order the products that I use for my hair directly from the place that sell them, because I'm trying to. So
you go to Massa. You go to Massa and you spend your money.
I don't know if it's Massa or not.
But Hakeem
ain't got what I need.
Tisha.
Here's the
store ain't got what I need either.
This is how this works. Just like when you go in your liquor store, if they don't have what you want, once you tell the owner something you drink, they will order it. If you go into that beauty supply and say, this is the product I use, you're not the only one that use that, then they will order. So maybe they don't want to have an influx of items no one get. I would rather order stuff that I know I can at least depend on you coming, and then other people use it.
Adrian, but I've done that.
See, we got an excuse for a reason. That's the solution.
That's not an excuse. The black beauty supply that I went to, when they didn't have what I needed, I told them what I needed. But that doesn't mean that they got what I needed. Yes, I kept going back because I would still go buy small things. I didn't get exactly what I needed from that store, but I would still go if I need stuff like bobby pins. I'm gonna go get it. Bobby pins from there. I'm gonna get. You say who?
When was that? When was that?
The store ain't done that no more. It's been a couple years. Because they didn't make it. They didn't survive.
What I was going to say is we got to keep in mind too, before the COVID hit, which was 2019, right? 2020, everybody was shut down. When people but then there was I have seen 3 groups of women open up beauty supplies. There is filled from the front to the back with everything. So that's why I'm saying, if we're talking about statistics of when 2019 or before this stuff hit, then it was flaky because black people just wasn't supporting black people at all. We're more amped to do it now. But I know in 2020 and now, there are a couple of them, 3 of them, in fact.
That's why I said earlier, we need change. We need beauty supply change. That means it's a fundamental system in place to get what the consumer needs. You know what I'm saying? For all the locations, for everybody. So that means we need a conglomerate and a community effort to put together a team You know what I'm saying? So in our community, we taught that you could do it by yourself.
Right.
See
That's
what
what
I'm
I was gonna
saying?
say. It's not
You
just on the
know,
customer,
it's
it's
too many
on the
COVID. You know,
consumer.
in our community, we taught you can do everything by yourself. We the only race people who say we don't need nobody.
Well, and solution to that is, I mean, just doing marketing. I feel like we're gonna have to be okay with spending money with each other. Like if you was walk into one of them ladies' beauty supply store, they shouldn't have no problem wanting to pay for sponsorship so that their store can be advertised on our show, scrolling at the bottom. That's how we support each other. You understand what I'm saying? But you'll go and pay to be in some magazine that's not even your demographic. So it's a two-way street, because even with
Right.
the ladies, I'm telling you, open up the store, they store is full of everything, because a lot of people went natural. So the Chinese people weren't selling natural product. They were selling more perms and lye.
Right.
So that difference. So in 2020, like quite a few people urban opened up stores. So they start looking at these different platforms and different ways of marketing, because period, people, shit is not going back to how it was in 2019. All right, it's not. We're creating a new norm. And how you start to market your product, there people aren't watching TV and listening to radio. It's podcasts, it's streaming now, it's getting on. Like, you got to come up with creative ways to do your marketing. So I feel like even if we're out, and even with you, Coco, like the guy with the water, like people with product, like, come on, like, get with it. Don't feel like just because you created a product, now you don't have to do nothing. McDonald's still pays for advertisement. They still pay for advertisement, no matter how long they've been here. But we'll pay for advertisement one time and think that one flyer is supposed to fucking take your store to the whole other limit. That's not how marketing works. That's not how being an entrepreneur works. Majority of your money goes into marketing. So we as a culture better get with fucking spending some money to market and promote your brand if you're going to have a product. Because other than that, your shit is just as cute as the million other people who came up with a product brand yesterday.
Right.
People, what going
Something
on?
else
This
I
boy
was
As
gonna
Well
say.
J Media.
Hold
We
on,
are
we'll
coming
be
live
right
from
back.
As
We'll
Well
be
J
right back.
Media
We're gonna go to
Studios.
commercial. We're gonna go to our sponsor. We'll be right back. Right back. The media show, BIGG Coco. We'll be right back. Right back. My boy Maybach hat on. Maybach hot. Got Maybach hot. You know what I'm saying? Boxing champ. You know what I'm saying? You know, Coco. I used to be able to get in there. Oh, my bad. Welcome to the show,
I was
you know.
just about to say, don't say
You know what I'm
shit to me
saying?
until you
I used to
give me my intro.
I used to get in there, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling real good. You know what I mean?
Nigga, you ain't looking too good.
Well, no, I'm on my thought shit. You know, I'm on my thought shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, what about that bungee in your goddamn pocketbook? I'm on my thought shit right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I made my appointment in the morning to get my hair, bro. I'm taking it down myself. I'm a G, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? All the bills. Money paid, you know what I'm saying? Baby mama's paid up for 4, 5, 6 months. Wife happy, kid happy. We balling, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like good,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? I can look like that when you're having, you know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, baller. Speaking of bills getting paid, let's try to pay some bills around here.
I don't know what happened. The devil working good tonight. I don't know what happened. Commercial wouldn't play, but you know, shout out to King H2O. How you been refreshed today?
I'm like King H2O.
How you been refreshed today? They're
Rashad
they're a black
said,
owned water company. You know what I'm saying? The
Black
commercial
Rashad
wouldn't
said,
play, but we do have a
Rashad said, do you
commercial.
think it helps or hurts us when we advertise is black owned? Now I think it helps. I think in the past it didn't, but now I think it's kind of shifting and changing to where it does
I
help.
want the consumer to know that we have choices now, and I think we've been asking for choices forever. And I think you have to say, hey, but I hopefully we'll get to a point when we are more willing to spend our dollar in other areas. I think eventually we can get out and say black owned. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind. I don't mind supporting black owned. I actually prefer to support black owned businesses, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. Now I am more inclined to support black owned businesses. I want to say maybe the past. Honestly, I know I'm the past year or so, but even before then, like I'm gonna say, like it was a slow transition. You know what I'm saying? But after everything, huh?
2020, they was forced. Them people came out with
No, but I'm speaking for me. 2020 did push me even further, but even before then, I was slowly transitioning to Black-owned businesses just because I know a lot of Black people who have small businesses and have stuff. So I've tried to support them. And I do, but then one thing, and I'm not even gonna say just with Black-owned businesses. I feel this way about any business. I hate any big. I had an issue with Fabletics at one point in time. I have issues any business that I feel like don't value me as a customer. You know, if I'm spending money with you and if there's an issue and you're not willing to resolve the issue, especially if it's not me being unreasonable, if it's an issue on your end or something, like I hate businesses that are like that. And I hate to say it, but sometimes, I'm not gonna say all the time, but there are times when Black businesses are that way. And it's kind of like, not like I say, other businesses are too. I'm not saying it's just Black-owned businesses, but I just feel like sometimes value me as a customer. That's all I'm saying. Treat me like you value my purchases and whatever, my support.
These gas stations, like out in Decatur by Walmart off of that corner gas, right? Mm-hmm. That Indian guy for over 20 some years, right? Now, I don't care what we want to say about Black people in their establishments. They may not have had the best customer service, but I have never been in an establishment where they called me a nigga or they discriminated to me to the point where I knew the shit was damn near illegal, right? And that need to have an ass beat. Now, this guy sat up there for 25 years. Black people, that's the area that's over there, supported that for 25 years. So finally, one day, a guy who lived in the area went over there, and I don't know if you remember, Biggs. He did like they did a whole little protest over there, like they
but that because the dude who owned the store cost the people some monkeys.
Yeah,
he had been calling them some of everything. But the point is, they ended up standing up for themselves, and they ended up.
Got a question. Said, "Do I shop with you because I'm supporting a cause or because I offer a good product?"
Both. And most of the time, I do it for the cause, and if the product.
Sorry, we coming back, Adrian. We don't want to get the comments in now.
I'm sorry.
So, now he called the dude a monkey, so they took the store from him, and then the Black dude bought it. How the store doing, Adrian?
It's doing great. It's the same people there, and they come and they getting their customers. They're not being called monkeys and niggas. They not being disrespected. And that's from your elderly down to your kids. The gas station is up, it's running, and it's Black owned. Now, are Black people going there? Who knows? Because the one thing, if I feel like once we know that it's Black owned, we make that an excuse to go somewhere else and not support. I feel like last year, a lot of people started supporting Black. You started seeing the power of your dollar, because these other companies that you have been spending money with, they went to go do some old racialistic ass shit and then came out with the apology. You started seeing where stuff was coming from. So that's why the fashion designers came out. Last year, a lot of Black entrepreneurs sprung up because if the curtain was unveiled to how they really felt. But
we got a comment. The comment say, "How would you feel if you went to Walmart and said it's white on?" It is white on.
It is white on. That's what you basically.
It is white on. Duh, like, no. Have you heard the Waltons, the richest family on earth?
But I think before he said,
what conversation were we having when they said that?
Talking about the Black owned stuff, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
he said to limit your market as far as other races supporting your product.
You like to hear our response to Rashad? Well, we just responded to Rashad. We were saying I don't have a problem with you calling Walmart a white-owned business because it is a white-owned business. Just like 87% of all businesses in America are Caucasian-owned.
I guess I don't know. I feel what you're saying.
3%.
For some
3% of businesses in America are owned by African Americans. 3%.
So I feel what you're saying as far as the support, and I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody. But like, I would not go to a gas station just because they say it's Black owned. You know what I'm saying? If anything, and this is even before 2020. If anything, I'm gonna try damn near anything at least once. I'm gonna go see what it's. You know what I'm saying? And if I go and like I say, if you give me good customer service. You know what I'm saying? And the product is good. I'm gonna continue to support you. You see, and it's a plus because you're Black. You know, so
that's for you. For these people in that neighborhood, these certain stores set up, Like if you're in a community, like they're always across from apartment complexes where the majority of them don't have cars, so they're kind of forced to like walk to this store. So in their mind, they have convinced themselves to just accept it because it's go wrong. So yeah, if you got a car and you got a choice of where you could go, great. So I'll speak for the ones who don't. I don't feel like they need to be mistreated any less because they can't go somewhere else. If that's the only place they can go and you serve the general public, they deserve the same respect as a person who walked in, as a person who drove up.
Right.
No thing. So that's just mine for the other people. But I get you too. We all have an option of where we want to go be served. That is our choice. So it's just, the more that we're an example supporting, then we can younger generation to follow our footsteps. But if they see us fickle and all over and ain't supporting, then they won't either. Yeah. So it just continues. So at some point, like Big was saying, when do we stop? When do we stop making excuses? And then if a person is falling short on that service, is it not our job to keep them accountable until it is up to standard?
I totally agree.
So
we got another comment. Hold on.
Because I didn't appease you the first time you came in. Don't stop fucking with me. Like, keep coming into that's like therapy. You don't go to one session and you come out healed. You got to keep going.
Right.
We got comment.
Get that perspective in our mind and support each other and stop making it a matter of conviction. At the end of the day, you can go in Walmart and get fucking killed. They're shooting at Walmarts around here. So Walmart ain't even.
Yeah, we got a comment, but that's our fault. We too busy supporting others instead of coming up with our own ideas and using them with some blacks create things and sell their ideas to the white man.
So this is something, and this kind of goes to what that comment, but this is something I've been thinking anyway, as far as like how wealthy blacks how to spend their money. It ain't my place to tell nobody how to spend their money. But what I do believe is in order for us to be able to compete with some of these larger chains, because you got to realize, even if we stop supporting the Walmarts and different stuff, it's a lot of black people who are employed by these jobs too. You see what I'm saying? So they're relying on those jobs.
Okay. I want to say this about the wealthy people, right? Let me hear
what I was going to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Your retort. All I'm saying is that's why I feel like is in order for us to compete with these larger chains and be able to offer jobs for our people to leave Walmarts and Kroger and all these different places that are owned by white people, I feel like it's important for wealthier blacks who may have the income, you know what I'm saying, in order to start certain chains and stuff like that. But I just look at how they spend money. I'm sorry. And like I say, to each his own. But like the on the jewelry, the cars, and all, like when you just see how they throw money around as birthday gifts, and you give somebody $1 million and all of it, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, to each his own. That's what they do. But I do feel like build us up as a people, that is like income and things that can be used. That's money that can be used to build up shit, and they can still make more money. It's kind of like an investment for them too. You know what I'm saying? If they came together.
Who's there? Such a fabulous plan. They don't have no fucking examples. That's what we're talking about. That's why we falling short right now and leaning on, like you're saying, leaning on the white.
But that's what these conversations. Hopefully, somebody might hear these conversations we having now and think about, maybe putting their money together and coming up with a business plan or doing something so that we can start like generating real like businesses and real, things that can compete with these larger white-owned chains. You see what I'm saying?
We could talk about this subject all night, but it is time for the relationship part of the show.
We doing that today? Okay.
If I say something, right? You know what?
I just want to get
man. Sometimes we do have a private comment about. You can send me some. You got to learn how to do something and not to let everybody know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, never go on the lick with this nigga, man. Are we robbing these folk, man?
Like, we doing that today. That's what we gonna do. That's me, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we can talk about it all day. So, yeah. I have a relationship question for the audience. You heard me? Huh?
It's you, Coco.
I have a relationship question for the audience, right?
I can hit mine.
If your significant other Well, let me. Thanks, Adrian. Have a relationship. My, I agree with Shaw. I totally agree. That's a great point. The relation question I have for tonight is: are you obligated if your significant other is a business owner and their business is failing? Are you obligated to financially bail your significant other out?
Yes.
Are we married?
You said they married?
Are we married?
This is 2020, 2021. Like people
Well,
married, ain't married, they still treat
is
each
this
other.
a real committed relationship? Because I mean, you
You've
got
been,
to think about
you've
what
been
type.
together forever.
Okay, yeah.
So we got.
If you don't put some
Ali,
time in, if it's a real relationship, but I ain't know if you talking about some shit we've been together 6 months. You know what I'm saying, or
Ali
even a
Allison,
year,
no.
and we still getting to know each other.
Because that's y'all's business. That's not just his. That's y'all's business. That's why it makes it different. If you married, they gonna get a percentage anyway. If not, then they come about with money back, and how girlfriend bought him land. And it's like it's not so much of her buying the property, but it's like where they're at in their relationship, they can break up next week. She has no ties. If it's a gift, like I would have bought it for myself and left it for my kid or family. And then if we still together, we gonna build together on this land, and whatever we build together, that becomes ours. But I don't know if I will go get somebody 27 football fields worth of land, and next week the other girl who healing from her ass surgery catches his eye. Now and left my they go build their mansion on the land I bought.
But and I think that
so if this is a real couple and they together, if I've been with my guy 5 years, 10 years, and this is business, that's our business. So if it's failing and I got the money to financially bail them out, first thing we're going to come up with is a different marketing strategy and make sure the business is still relevant. And that's what's a demand. And if that's the case and he just need help with that, then yeah, I'm going to help him. Why would I take a person that I'm with and help them tear down their dream and watch him try to figure out the rest of his life where his path is supposed to be if he's been doing what he's supposed to be doing? Because right now, a lot of people have thriving businesses, but because of how the economy, a lot of people fail. It didn't mean their business wasn't good. It's just the way of the world right now.
Coco, your retort?
I agree. I feel like if it's for one, if we're married, or if it's like a really, I want to say a committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like something where I feel like we have been
something long term.
If we
let's not act like Moneybag Yo and his girlfriend in a long-term relationship. He had bought her many expensive gifts.
If we've been building together, I would. And I would say in a situation like that, like what you were saying with Ari and Moneybag Yo, I agree with you. I totally agree with you, Adrian. But I also do feel like, because I mean he's giving her just as much as far as in gifts, you know what I'm saying, finance, like probably in money or whatever, to where he probably paid for that field himself in money he done gave her. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
shout out to her for saving her money.
Yeah, right.
And being able to purchase something like that and give to him. Shout out to her.
So like if I've been in a relationship where I feel like he's been pouring into me, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't mind pouring back into him and supporting him if he needed my support. And one thing about it too, when you do anything for somebody in a relationship, like when you do something for somebody, you got to do that shit and be willing to suffer whatever consequences come. You can't do it looking for something. And so so when she did that, she had to do that and know in her mind that it's a small chance that we can break up and he might be building on this goddamn land with the next big booty BBL that come through next week. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like before you do something, you do have to consider all that stuff and be able to say, hell, if that's what happened, shit, that's just, I'm gonna have to take that loss. It's worth it. You guys make. But
you know what? You want to know something? You want to know something that really, really, really fucks me up?
What?
She bought him a Maybach last year for his birthday. None of these people had nothing to say because she bought him some that was generational. Everybody got something to say.
Okay. My
We got another comment. Hold on.
I think
It's,
a relationship.
it's a failing business. If it's a failing business, even if you bail it out, it's still going to be failing.
True.
How many times we have bailed out companies in America and America just got poor and poor?
Well, that's not everybody's situation. I mean, that's why I said we would look at the business. If it's not a business that's in demand, like right now, no one's looking to have shoes made. So no, I'm not going to pour into you making. Nobody wants them. They going to the store to get their shoes. Okay.
Yeah, you remember that's the reason why Cynthia and Peter got divorced because bar one in Atlanta didn't work.
Right.
He went to Charlotte, got new investors. Bar one in Charlotte is an institution in Charlotte now.
Yeah.
They got divorced about that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a who in Charlotte?
It's an institution.
Oh.
So, and then I was thinking of, remember when Quavo dating, and he had got her the pink car, and when they broke up, he took it back and sold it. So I was thinking, like, you know what? And that's something that can happen when you have tangible goods. We don't know if that person has the option to take it back. You can't take back no pants.
Why do you feel like everybody was saying this?
She got to be ready to chop that shit up. And when she bought it, I hope she considered all that shit and was willing to be.
I find it real funny when women spend big money. You got to be careful. But y'all accept all these goddamn gifts a man give y'all though.
He needs to too. Shit. I will hope he consider all that stuff.
All them houses we don't have to pay for, all them cars and diamonds and watches and pocketbooks and weeds and shit. And y'all go fuck with that little young built boy and you leave.
Adrian do too. We both have sons. I have a brother. Like I would want them. I would tell them the same. Get them the same advice. Like shit, before you go busting down doing all this shit for a female, you need to make sure. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it and be willing to suffer whatever consequences that might arise from it.
Or I wouldn't even if he wanted to. And here's my thing. It's a way to
Hold on. What the fuck is Sylvia? He talking about she didn't deserve it. How she reacted on live with P. Diddy's son.
Ooh.
He went on live. He was on they show and she was on there popping her shit like a nigga just had to have her. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's how they all act.
No, she was with Puffy's son before Quavo. And you remember we talking about Sweetie.
Oh, you talking about Sweetie? I thought you
Sweetie,
were
yeah.
about what's going on.
And then she went on the show. She went on Puffy's son and the dude, whatever the dude Instagram influencer do a show. She was on there popping up shit. You know, Justin and was popping up shit. And Quavo felt like it was disrespectful for her to go on her ex show to talk about their personal business to the other nigga, so he broke up with her. So
they was broke up before the show. I thought that's what I heard.
Nah.
That's why no one cares about their business, and they need to keep it to themselves. And as far as the land thing, if I'm gonna do that, then what I would have did, the smart thing to do is both of our names would have been on, because even if we break up, then we can be business partners and we gonna build $1 billion. Because no matter what the shit he can do, 27 football fields worth of land, you know how many billions forever he could make on that land if he did it right. I'm gonna be included in that. So can't be together in a relationship, I'm covered as a business partner. That's smart to me, because it's too young.
Send her ass back to the streets.
Yeah, they are too young for the decisions that they're making, and it's like, are we about to sit back and just watch kids make the same mistakes that we couldn't even afford to make? I mean, we was pissed off if we fucked up a meal we didn't come eat, but we weren't out buying land for people and shit because that wasn't an option we had in our time. So if we stick with our time right now, what's happening right now,
everybody trying to top what the other person did and what the last person. That's why I say it's like wasting money. It's like, oh, they did this for this birthday, let me do this for this birthday, and it's like y'all battling with money, spending money. Even like, I love the pranks with Kevin Hart and Nick Cannon and all that shit, but even the money that they put into shit like that, that's what I mean. All this money could be being put to use on some way better shit to help our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, do some other shit. That's just how I feel, period.
We're not going to, like we said earlier, we're not going to judge what people do, but I'm just saying it's a better way to do some things. Like, at this point, age, the bottom line is keep yourself covered.
I don't feel like you give me no gift. If it's mine, it's mine.
Look, I don't even.
And I'm gonna say that I agree too. I feel like
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna say
It was in the
I'm gonna-
comments. One of the comments said that you should put. I don't feel if you're giving me a gift, it is mine. When you give a gift, you're not thinking about falling or things not working out. You're giving that gift because at that moment you believe and you want this person to have
I
it.
agree. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like a prenup.
And that
Sign a prenup before you get married.
okay. So
I agree. That's why I say if you give that gift, make sure you put all the thoughts and consequences. Think about it deeply before you do it. But once you do it, be okay with it. Like whatever might happen down the line, that's on. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't worry about what they do with that gift after if we ain't together no more.
it's just that if you put the business out there, or people got an opinion. Like when we was talking
No,
about,
you're right. You're right.
just have an opinion. So it's just if you're gonna do, they pick a smarter way.
Okay, I'm trying to find out. This nigga been eating for an hour and
Big ass
38 minutes.
I'm snacking, man.
I don't know what Panera bread you went to.
Chips and I had an apple. I need real food.
I mean, you've been smacking the whole goddamn show. Like, damn, can we see your teeth and not the shit in your goddamn mouth for 5 minutes?
damn lunch I ever see. She got a
God, I'm talking about this motherfucker here, man. Hey, listen, good people. We need some food stamp for Coco.
Please go find Coco.
We need some food stamp for Coco. She losing weight.
Coco.
She it's taking her 2 hours to eat an apple and a bag of chips.
I've been done with my apple.
She's savoring every flavor. She's chewing every drop.
Listen,
Food stamp for Coco.
Listen, they pickle chips. When you eat pickle chips, you gotta suck it. You gotta suck the season off the chip before you chew it. I hate when people just put chips in their mouth and chew. It's like you're not even tasting the flavor. You're not even getting the flavor.
Yeah, I love pickle chip with a good old salmon. Well, Adrian. So since we know what Coco's favorite snack is, pickle chips. What's your favorite snack?
I find this strawberry like shortcake ice. Something. It's so good. It's some new brand. It probably isn't even real ice cream. It's probably something they done made us. Boys, so good. I don't know, but that's it. I don't really snack too much. If I do, I got like healthy stuff, nuts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you always come over when you come to you always come over with healthy snacks and shit. So.
Yeah, because I know sitting around eating some bullshit, homeboy, they'll be. I don't have no health insurance, so I can't afford my bones to get fucked up trying to. Yeah, I
eat it all. I do healthy. I do junk. You know what I've been on like hooked on lately too? Them cheesecakes from the slice of cheesecakes from Publix in they bakery department. They have these little slices of cheesecake. Oh, they so good. And I ain't even supposed to be eating dairy like that, but
right, yeah. Well, there's worse things you can be doing.
Yeah, really. You can.
Yeah, I don't do drugs, real drugs.
Yeah. No, well, we just thinking food. Just saying this works. Calm down now.
Only a junkie or motherfucker that got a drug problem with we talking about snacks.
We talking about snacks.
No, what you said?
And she go to. Oh no, I ain't on the powder. Nah, I don't even know who.
What work? I mean, when you say man, like
I was in high school. You like
Look, Big, she went from snacks to crack.
Crack, yeah. Yeah. We talking about fried chicken and you know and crack is wet.
I eat, but that's the thing. I eat almost every. I love healthy foods, but I also eat bullshit too. Like I do some Popeyes and Churches, but you know I do Panera bread and you know one of them sushi bowls. I do all kinds of food.
That shit stinks so goddamn bad. That can't be healthy. It's
they are healthy.
Damn. I bet your shit come out watery.
No, the fuck it don't.
Nobody asked me my favorite snack.
What's your favorite snack, Big?
Pussy. Yeah. That's my favorite snack. It's nothing like a good protein in the morning.
Yeah. We're gonna move right along. So
thank you for spoiling my appetite.
Well, I had to say something to get your ass to stop smacking on the folks. Got tired of seeing your back teeth. What you were saying, Adrian?
I don't know. Okay.
Y'all.
What about Jada, who was over in Jamaica for a birthday, got caught with a gun charge or with a gun? And so
yeah, she had to pay over 5,000 American dollars. Yeah, Jada, little baby mama got caught in Jamaica on her friend. They also wrecked the golf cart. You know what I'm saying? They wrecked the golf cart first. Then on the way home, she got caught with the guns and shit, and she had to go to court. She was facing up to 30 years in Jamaican prison, but she got off with a fine of 5,000, a little over 5,000, $5,160 American money, huh?
That wasn't nothing to her.
Yeah. But that was the major for them because that came to like 800,000 between her and that guy who had to pay. That was like 800,000 for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you like 800,000
in the
How
dollar.
they went from 5,000 to 800,000?
No, it was 800,000 Jamaican money.
Oh,
it was five. It was it was like about 10. Between it was like 10,000 American money.
Yeah, I mean that ain't shit for your freedom for them, especially for them. That shit like pocket.
Let me tell you something. I don't get rid of people that shit. Don't nobody want to pay no money to pay to bring your ass back home. I'm happy that the Jamaica did the right thing.
I was happy to pay that 5,000.
Yeah, I know it was. I would have been happy too. Let me tell you something, Adrian.
So do she have?
Let me tell you something, Adrian. If we go out the country and some money need to be paid, when I call you on three-way, you call Coco.
Okay.
Tell Coco send Big the money. I'm stuck trying to get home. If I call her directly, she's not gonna answer. But if I call you and you call her, hey girl, what going on? Look, it's Big.
And guess what I'm gonna say?
What?
I'm gonna be like, can you log in and we do the show from over there?
Nah, I'm in jail. I need to come home.
They got I would ask, do they got the video thing? Because you know the jail some jails got the video.
No. I'm like, Coco gonna pay me 5,000 to get me home.
Okay.
You see that, good people? Friends.
I'll set up the GoFundMe page.
How many of us have them?
Thank you, Adrian. I'll help you. I'll throw some little comments.
Yeah, the kid, Adrian and Coco is
who are they?
Rich.
The kid, I don't know who told you them lies.
Well, I'm just gonna say this.
I don't know who told the kid them lies.
I'm just gonna say this.
Adrian
has the most food I ever seen one human have in their house.
She do. Adrian got shit while we talking.
Coco stays in a $500,000 home.
Black-owned grocery store in her house. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Coco stay in a $500,000 home. I'm in a townhouse right over here on Lee Street. In the middle of the hood.
Protect yourself, dog.
You know what I'm saying? So
Big is lying. He is not on no goddamn Lee Street.
I'm over here on Lee Street. I'm over here in the West End.
Big somewhere in Swanee somewhere.
No, I'm over here in the West End, right up the street from Churches. When the show over, I'm going up there, get in line to get me a toothpick.
I know he lying because he was eating Popeyes the other day. If it was a church that close to him,
I eat motherfucking churches. See, I'm not them niggas.
No, I know you would have been at. You would have had churches instead of Popeyes.
No. See, I like to switch it up. Popeyes is the regular.
Popeyes over there.
See, you know, we all got shit in rotation. So that's how them niggas do you. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they want something big and nice, they, you know what I'm saying? When they want to change up, they come for you. When I want some good big chicken, I go to Popeye. When I want some little ratchet, I go to Churches.
Sir, when I am in rotation, it's by choice.
See, you got a fan. They down the street. Drop your location, Big.
Right.
Oh shit! You know I'm gonna send it to you. The kid. First of all, I need to know who you is, bro. Who is you?
The kid.
What's it? The kid. Who the hell is that?
The kid or.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know we not. You know my fault. It's somebody real. I appreciate you watching. I just want to make sure I know exactly who it is, though.
Y'all remember who Chris Webber is?
Yeah, he just opened up that big weed place, right? 175 million.
Yeah, cannabis. So that'll create a lot of jobs for those who are going on.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Webber just $175 million cannabis business. in Michigan, his home state.
Yeah.
So how y'all feel about that?
I think it's good. Now we'll go and see, as we were talking about supporting Black-owned businesses, we're gonna see who all go and apply. And that's like what I was saying earlier. We can't sit here and be so okay complaining, but when a solution is presented, then you don't even take advantage of the opportunity. Now he can put the place there. You know what I mean? Like they say, you can walk a horse to water, but you can't make them drink type thing. So if he got $175 million facility sitting there, he can't make minorities come in, but it would be in their best interest. If you want to get into this cannabis industry, everyone's not going to be able to own a dispensary or what have you. But
I know who that is. That my boy. That my boy P. No, that boy Double R. That my boy. I know who that is. I just had to catch on. Sorry about that, my boy. Yeah, he the GOAT for that. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to figure out who that was. Quit Webber the GOAT. Quit Webber the new GOAT of the weed game. Shout out to my boy Burner. The biggest motherfucker in weed cookies.
Okay. Well, as far as him opening up a facility is awesome because it's a lot of like, say, rappers who, even if they had a record, no, you can't have your dispensary, but they started getting into growing their own strand. So legally having a strand, that put into his facility. It's a way we can work together. Been complaining is you're not letting to the cannabis, and they're the most ostracized culture that has served time in jail for something that's legalized now. Like the guy we talking about, Jay-Z, trying to have free now, having a 20-year sentence for weed that's now legal. So and they're gonna have to do a lot of cannabis. But as far as what whoever, it's a matter of who gets with them, but like figure it out. Like even for like I say the dope boys out there who used to sell weed. Once dispensary opens, nobody's gonna need them anymore. Have they came up with a plan? And for me, like one to look into the transportation aspect because it's not illegal to deliver. Put it in your trunk. You don't even need no special insurance like you do with Uber. You got to have a certain insurance for other people. But to deliver cannabis, no different than insurance. You putting it in the trunk, you got a license. Even if you get stopped, you're not going to jail. That's something to do. So all these cars these kids is buying or what have you, if you can't them for delivery. Like people got to get creative and just stop fucking complaining so much. Come up with your own fucking solution to if you can make your world a better place for you, then and everybody else do that. But if we want to jump on social media just to fucking complain about what somebody else with money is doing, you wait. And like your point is not valid and no one even fucking cares. And that's why people don't need to be making no unless you're really doing something. So if you're not doing or contributing to the thing that you're complaining about, with domestic violence, you ain't came up with a solution. If you have been abused, don't go judging somebody they're doing or not. So I'll be excited to see who all joins in with him and branches off and being a part of this cannabis. A lot of minorities figure out a way to be a part of that. That's going to be around forever. Like that's generational wealth. And when you're gone, whatever business you create from that, you pass that down on and so forth. So if you just want to pick in pieces and parts of the past that you want to replicate, don't pick the fucked up shit. Don't keep leaning on the excuses that nobody was from before. Create something now. And this is that time. Like right now, whatever Black people are saying, people are doing it. They got shit out there. Like it was never a time where it was grants and money available for my only. That shit just freaking happened. Like so in corporations is looking for minority women only. Major brands from food to clothes to liquor to everything. That was never in a different time. And I think we need to take advantage of the time frame we in and come up and do something. But that sitting back and complaining, that shit is like racism. No one cares about black and white no more. About vaccinated and non-vaccinated. So
yeah, that's why I
got a question. Like why would legal weed stop the black market?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like people always gonna find
nothing ever stop the black market. They never gonna stop the black market. So you know that. You know, it's always a nigga out there with them pound for the low. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's always a nigga out there wanna be King Tut, wanna be Larry, wanna be the big dog.
I feel like that's with everything though, not just weed. I feel like anything. People, somebody they always gonna find a way to do the shit. Always
gonna be the jewel man. Always gonna be a jewel man out there.
like everything ain't a competition. Everything is not. So it's just a matter of really, it's about collaborating more so than being in competition. I mean,
I don't even think, but that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it's about competition. I just feel like it's people who want to still make their own money without having to go through a middleman or without having to share the wealth. You know what I'm saying? Or they might not, like you say, it's some people who might can't sell legally, so they still gonna find a way to do it. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it's necessarily about competition. It's just people always trying to find a way around the system. Like that's what everything. People have always tried to find their way around the system to cut out the middleman. Because when it's legal, it's gonna be taxed. Anything legal that's selling, they're gonna put tax on it. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's just people trying to cut the middleman.
Okay.
I totally agree. Okay, now this is our last segment for the night. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Last segment for the night is y'all know that it's a new trend going on. You know what I'm saying? It's TikTok. Ladies, is it gay for your man to be doing TikTok videos?
So me personally,
I don't know.
I ain't gonna say it's gay, but I would have it because I don't even have a TikTok.
Okay. Let me say that. I mean, I'm a hood nigga. Ladies, how do you feel about your man doing more TikTok videos than you?
I would probably have a little problem just because I don't have a TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. So like the fact that I'm not on TikTok and I don't do TikToks, I'm not gonna say it. I wouldn't judge him. I wouldn't, because I'm on Instagram. Maybe that's his platform of choice. Maybe it just depends on what he's doing on TikTok.
Country Wayne is a guy. He's doing well. Why?
That's why I say it depends on what he's doing on TikTok. It depends on what he will be doing on TikTok. It all depends. But I mean, that's the same as Instagram. It depends on what he will be doing on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. It depends on like what is he doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just asking, you know, because there's a lot of TikTok because there's a lot of things on social media. Everybody be talking about, oh, you nigga, like, you know, you ain't street if you do TikTok. You ain't hood. You ain't. Black folks
that's a
so
whole nother
much
platform. Because honestly,
yeah, well, niggas always try to make a way for somebody to be lame or gay. Because
I'm gonna say most like Instagram has started kind of being like they got a lot of the same functions. You know what I'm saying? TikTok may offer more, you know, functions and more tools for people to use. But I think it's just like it ain't too much different from any other platform.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know,
I think when you hear TikTok though, it just sounds like
it sounds childish,
like some little childish pop stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because but
like you're in the living room with your man, he doing all the local dance moves.
The dances, yeah.
That ain't street. That ain't street. Coco, at this point in your life, could you be in a relationship with a street nigga?
Define a street nigga. There's different types.
I'm talking about he active. Like he out here, he busting shit, he with the bullshit, he robbing, he snatching, he thugging.
I went first of all. I ain't never
dang.
I ain't never wanted to be in a if I was with a dude who robbed or some shit, I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't I don't care. That shit ain't no turn on for me.
Adrian,
that falls into morals and shit that I wouldn't want no nigga.
Could you be with a street nigga?
Yeah. My son is by one.
Okay.
No, he's talking about now. He's talking about now at this point in your life.
Oh, nah, I really don't want to be bothered with no nigga, really, to be honest. And I'm not. So
you want somebody to lick the water out that bowl? Stop saying that.
When I tell you I'm in such peace, like, trust me, I really am. I am so.
You want somebody to lick that milk out that bowl? I ain't going for that.
She can have that without having to be in a relationship.
Sure can, and don't want to be bothered. I don't want. I don't feel like talking. I don't want to. I just don't want to. Like, I'm really focused on how can I create some work for my damn son and grandson. I really don't have time for somebody else's son who don't know what the fuck he want to do right now. So let them enjoy themselves out with all this big ass and titties and hair to the ground and lashes to the sky. Let them enjoy that, and I'm gonna be focused on something else. Okay.
Okay. I respect that. She said something about licking out her bowl. Coco, you don't want nobody licking out your bowl. I respect that.
Nah,
Who said that?
What? Y'all want nobody looking at y'all bowl? That's fine.
Who said that? I said I don't
You
want. I don't
finding
want to deal with
yourself.
nobody.
She finding herself. We all courageous, right? Nobody want nobody looking at their bowl. I respect that. Now, what's up with that? How y'all feel about these women with these big ass Dumbo eyelashes?
I think it's dumb as hell, and the shit is uncomfortable. Everybody,
So I do get lash extensions. I do have. I need a refill now, but I don't get the big stupid ones. I get my. Huh?
You said the big ones, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't get the big. I don't get that. I don't think that. Like she say, I feel like it will be heavy on your eye. Like
you know what it remind me of? It remind me of Diana Ross and Shaka Khan hair. Like that shit just gets bigger and bigger. And I'm like, who got the biggest damn eyelashes? Because it looks fucking ridiculous. I don't even know like what fucking African has eyelashes like that. It's a clown. Yeah. A clown wears eyelashes. So y'all fucking run around here looking like fucking expensive ass fucking clowns. And then the money they pay for this shit. And then it ain't even, they're not comfortable. They're not comfortable. I asked one girl.
I feel like there's a lot of things though. You gotta think about anytime they come up with some type of cosmetic something or something that, you know, with women, I'm speaking for like the women things, like a lot, you always have that group of women that take it to the extreme. Like when you think about lips, when they get the lip injection, some of them go to the extreme and be looking like a duck. You know, when you think about butts, some of them go to the extreme and be looking like ants, but ass be stupid big. You know what I'm saying? Boobs be stupid big, or waist. They might suck that waist in super small. Like I just feel like you always gonna have a couple women.
They just call a spade a spade. They look fucking retarded, deformed, mutinous. Now
but
listen,
you know what? Now
listen. I don't mean to cut you off, but listen. I want to say this too.
Body dysmorphia.
I want to say this. Dash Dillinger went on this podcast and he said that that Jada Pinkett.
Adrian, what's wrong? Why you keep looking up?
I'm trying to find this damn game.
Jada Pinkett supposedly had sex with Chris McDaddy Smith from what was Adrian?
Wait, Chris Cross. Which one passed?
Chris Cross. This one I'm talking about. The one that passed. The Mac Daddy. She supposed to have sex with him when she was 22 and he was 15. I personally don't see anything with that. I just want to get y'all opinion.
You say you don't see nothing wrong with that?
No,
that's the shit that we were just talking about. How men y'all think it's okay for. We just talked about that last week. How men begin they're victims too. You know, they begin molested and raped too. But y'all think it's okay. That's not because if it was if it was my son,
let me tell you something. That's a story you can tell forever.
But my thing is like that's the thing too. You don't want to be playing. Is that like how true is that? How do they like?
I'm saying that what Dad said. Do y'all feel like Jada Pinkett had sex with that little boy?
I can't say. I don't know them.
I mean, if she did, listen, you always should assume that it was consent. It's not a crime until somebody pressed charges. So if he ain't went and told nobody, or if he ain't had no life traumatic situation, then it was consensual. Technically, law is called statutory rape, depending.
But it went right.
If depending on the state you're in, but if don't nobody tell, and then the statute, I mean, why are we caring more than those two? Who cares? You know how many people he done slept with, and they probably was underage. Like who? That's what all of them do. These girls at freaking 15, a 19-year-old has went and got body implants. She looks like she's 35. She's 19 years old, probably getting it even younger. So these girls are not looking their age, number one, and they're lying on top of that. So it depends on the situation. But typically, the only time a woman gets in trouble, like that one teacher got in trouble, she ended up getting
that teacher getting in trouble every week for that right now.
Huh?
Teachers getting in trouble every week for that now.
But I mean, and I feel like no adult should be messing with a child, but a teacher, like I feel like they should be held even more responsible because you shouldn't be messing with like.
I be trying to figure out like how that conversation come up.
So in this example, this is the one where it was a teacher student, but they actually but the general because of the age, and then she got pregnant, she went to jail and got out, and they got back together and got married.
Yeah.
Now she passed away. She died of cancer.
She did?
Yeah, it's just him and the baby.
Man,
But
tell me my phone. I'm trying to game on.
when they end up doing stuff like that, it's with a different mentality than it is with men.
Going on the end.
So it's a lot to factor. Like I would say,
What you mean by that though? When you say it's a different mentality,
like for men, like it's like more like an adrenaline for them to get like the younger the girl, the better. Sometimes I feel like when women go down to somebody younger, it's because somewhere it was some abuse in there, and so they're just clinging on to somebody who treats or make them feel a certain way. And sometimes, like boys in his innocence, she did take advantage of that. But men, when they get with younger women, it's not because they was traumatized. It's more of like a hunt type thing.
how can you say that though? We were talking about this last week, and I'm like, how can you? Why don't you feel like men are can be victims in the same thing too?
You're
I feel like it can go both ways. I feel like you got some women who get an adrenaline rush from it too. And I feel like it depends. It's a case by case, Adrian. I don't think you can say it's a gender.
When we're on a specific person or subject, like stick with it, because it's almost talking about a disease, right? Like we're talking about this COVID, and there's different avenues for it. There's different medications for it. But if we're gonna talk about Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson and Johnson, stick to that specific. So I'm not saying every woman. I'm not saying every man. But I feel like the woman's intention, younger boy, and intention with a younger girl is not the same. Is what
I respect your opinion, but I still feel like I'm talking about the majority too, because we discussed this. I feel like a lot of men have been victims and traumatized too. You know what I'm saying? Whether I think the reason you may see it different is because of how we try to turn it around and make it seem like when boys are victims, unless they are victims of a male assaulting them, but if they're victims of a female doing something to them, we look at it like it's not as bad. So when they grow up and they have these issues and they start messing with younger women, it's looked at like an adrenaline rush, as opposed to no, they were traumatizing victims too. Somebody older fuck with them. So now that they older and they fuck with somebody young, they might not see nothing with it. Or they could have got.
Let me ask y'all a tough question.
And when somebody
at what age?
Damn, bitch.
I'm sorry.
When you traumatized, you can get gone and you finna leave. How you gonna get mad and leave because you cut me off in the middle of making a point?
That was my mistake. I'm sorry. I was trying to hit the mute button and I deleted myself. Sorry.
You're right, but I appreciate that growth. Thank you for coming back.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, because I don't forget what I was saying.
I was saying, at what age
he wasn't a
do y'all feel? Because I feel like at what age do you feel like someone has the right to say they want to share their body with somebody?
Who knows?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
15.
I mean, we can't people doing statutory rape to now wanting to.
I mean, according to the law, you go by a certain age, but I don't feel like you can go out, because I do feel like different people mature at different ages. You know, I think
it's all about mental capacity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I feel like that's different for different people. Some people at a certain age are more mature than other people.
I feel like some 18-year-olds that shouldn't be fucking.
Right.
I feel like it's some 21-year-olds that shouldn't be fucking.
Right.
There's some 30-year-olds shouldn't be fucking. There's some 42-year-olds that ain't fucking. So, you know. Well, man.
I'll be 42 in November.
Yeah, in November. I thought she'd be 43.
I'll be 42. No, you will be 43 in November.
No. Mute her.
You older than
Mute her. She tell lies.
You older than me.
I will be 35 November the 10th. Thank you.
And how old would you be on November 11th?
Right.
35. What do you mean?
Right.
Thanks, Adrian. Thanks. You're so supportive. You're such a support. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime.
Well, man, I think, I want to thank everybody tuning in. This has been our most watched show. It's our first time ever hitting triple digits. We gonna hit the triple digits after we go off the air, of course,
How
but
How many
we've
views we
never
had?
had.
I didn't see.
Well,
How many views we had?
I mean, double digits. Like when I talk, even if I'm lying, shut you don't fuck up a nigga wet dream.
We had
God damn. Nah, I meant double digits. It's our first time ever going. I used to know. Hold on. God damn. Like, what team you working with?
I was gonna get excited. I was just curious.
I ain't see that. Well, what you see? Huh? I mean double digits. This is our first time ever hearing double digits in our live stream. They say it is small bites that lead to a full meal. I'm Madison West J Media, aka Two Sexy Bigs.
It's your girl Coco. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to thank you and commend you, Biz, for staying with us the whole show. You know what I'm saying? I
It
appreciate
was a fight. It was a fight. I'm not gonna lie, it was a
I
fight.
see it was a struggle. You did leave a couple. You left a couple times. You came right back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I had to go woo side a few minutes. Then you know Simeon, he came over. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to let him in.
Hey,
And, you know,
Simeon.
What's up?
he said, "Hey, everybody." So we just out here. We just chilling like a villain.
Okay.
okay, well,
But I want to thank y'all for being a part of the media show today and tuning in to Coco's World.
Shout out to all those lovely guests. Adrian, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You say something.
yeah, it's just me, y'all. See y'all next week. Go ahead, Biggs. Take it away.
No. We're gonna. Adrian, you got the last 60 seconds. Close it out. At last 60 seconds on Adrian. Go.
Oh, well, I have a song on my heart that I want to sing.
Okay. No, go ahead. You want to sing? Let us sing.
You know what? Never mind.
No. You have a beautiful voice. Go ahead, sing, please. She has a beautiful voice. So I'm gonna mute Coco and let you sing. Go ahead.
No, wait, we gotta talk off camera now. Now you talking about something. Great seeing y'all, everybody. We'll see y'all.
You do have a beautiful voice.
Okay, Biggs. And
I
you
want to hear. I ain't never heard it you sing.
Let's go. Come on. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, and a 2.
Good night, everyone.
You know what, good people.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
I'm gonna end us with a lovely song.
Oh.
This song is called Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Okay.
Somewhere over the rainbow, I found a pot of gold.
Soprano. I thought I didn't know soprano.
Somewhere over the rainbow, I found a pot of gold.
Thank you, Big.
Thank you. I'm a tenor. Thank you.
I ain't know you.
We'll
had
see.
it, Big.
We'll see y'all Tuesday. Anybody looking for anybody to sing at their wedding?
Oh,
A bar mitzvah. Coco, you got something you want to add as usual?
I did. I forgot. I do want to let y'all know if y'all have any topics, relationship topics, or anything, like if y'all going through some stuff in a relationship or anything, or just any topics that y'all want to hear us discuss and talk about, hit us up on the media shows page. It either by DM or you can say it under the comments.
Yeah.
Just
Please
let us
DM
know.
the media show page with all topics and comments. We did have some that I did not get to. I did get them in. I got them in the end about the Jada Pickett and I forgot. We did get another one. Gabrielle, I thought it was kind of gossipy. It was like Gabrielle Union is probably bisexual. I didn't even want to talk about that, but yeah, we don't want to talk about that. But yeah, so so anybody that anybody want to leave a comment, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to? We are accepting bookings. Let us come host your event. You got big, and I'm bringing the bookends with me. You know what I'm saying? I got a brick house and an house. You feel me? Huh?
Don't take that, Adrian.
That's why I said not the booking.
Yeah, we got 2 bookends. We doing bookings. So listen, we doing book. We hosting events. You know what I'm saying? We come work in media. We do all that. But I got 2 bookends I'm bringing with me. I got a brick house and an art house. You feel me? I'll let you decide which one's the brick house and which one's the art house.
I think you're talking about yourself.
Ooh.
You clearly. Shit, you talking about booking and shit. The brick houses are on the outside of this. If we the goddamn booking, we the brick houses. You the motherfucking outhouse.
Well, there is
dividing went downhill.
I think a man can be victim, especially younger.
Huh? Yeah.
Get on my level. Say, I think men can be victims,
They can.
especially younger men with older women. I also think older women do it for control.
Me too.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
that's possible.
I think it's possible.
So
Wait,
Good
man.
coming,
Hey,
get on
man.
my level. Thank you so much, you and Georgia Peach and Rashard for y'all tuning in again. We saw
Yeah,
y'all.
the kid. Who all we got on here tonight? We had you know what?
Well,
Let's do something different.
I was shouting out all of them, but I was just saying those I repeat.
Let's give a shout out. You know what? You know what we're gonna start doing? We're gonna do the comment of the day. You feel
Peach
me?
Kool-Aid was in here a lot too.
Okay, so let's do the comment.
The
I'm gonna pick the comment of the day. I'm gonna pick the comment of the day.
So
I'm looking at them. You can't. I'm looking.
Well,
The
hello.
comment of the day. I think this is comment of the day. How would you feel if you went to Walmart and said it was a white on? Shout out to Rashard, to my boy Rashard. Rashard, you got the comment of the day on the media show with Biz and Coco featuring Swagger Girl on media on the gossip. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Our comment of the day it's Shard. I call Rashard the God. You know what I'm saying? Shard ready. How do you feel if you went to Walmart and said it was black?
I think the comment of the day was made by Georgia Peach when she was like, "Now you are right, Coco."
And I think the one that said I agree with Swagger. I like So shout out to y'all.
Shout out. We love our we
We'll see you next time.